Joanna Norris from Christchurch, NZ.
Kia ora koutou. As Leanne said, I also wish you a Merry Christmas and thank you for the opportunity to submit verbally today. As you know, I represent Christchurch NZ, which is the Sustainable Economic Development Agency for Ōtautahi Christchurch. It's our role to sustainably grow the economy to the benefit of our people and place here in Christchurch. Among our responsibilities that are relevant to today's discussion are to grow the economy and to bid for major events that drive vibrancy and economic benefit to the city, and also to shift the perception of Christchurch nationally and internationally. Now, critical to all three of those tasks is today's discussion, which is really about the kind of infrastructure that we need as a city at a bare minimum, and also the kind of infrastructure that we need to be truly competitive as a modern and metropolitan city that claims its place as a major economic hub within the national economy. Christchurch NZ views that a fit-for-purpose multi-use arena is essential for a city of our size, of our scale and of our ambition. Christchurch will not realise its economic aspirations as outlined in the Christchurch Prosperity Framework unless it provides the leisure amenity that is competitive with other comparable Australasian cities. And this includes a multi-use arena which is appropriate to its size and our role as the second largest city in New Zealand. As you are all acutely aware, the multi-use arena will play host to not only sporting events, but also cultural events and concerts that will bring great benefit to the region in the shape of economic impact, social benefit, confidence, and vibrancy. Now, all of those things are absolutely essential if we are to shift the perception of this place. Without a fit-for-purpose arena, we are unable to bid competitively against other cities in New Zealand and across Australasia. It's been really challenging in the past few years to constantly miss out to smaller cities that have made the decision to appropriately invest in fit-for-purpose facilities. We are also unable to complement the offering elsewhere in the country, and we're forced to sit on the sidelines as events and national tours and sporting fixtures are scheduled in Auckland, Hamilton, Wellington and Dunedin. Instead, we should be standing shoulder to shoulder with our colleagues elsewhere and bringing that same energy, vibrancy and well-being to our city and our people. I want to speak very briefly about the benefits that events bring more broadly to this, so that we can place this decision in context. The events that Christchurch NZ support are selected to align with our major event strategy, the city's major event strategy. They will deliver approximately 20 million in economic benefit in the coming year. But it's about much more than the cash. The strategy also demands much higher value from the events that we invest in. The events that we select to support must also generate social and cultural benefit to Christchurch. They must attract large numbers of either national or international participants and spectators, and they are pivotal in building Christchurch's profile outside of the city. We are not talking to ourselves, we are talking to the nation and to the world. This is important because we need to work really hard at this time to overturn Christchurch's structural disadvantage in relation to the events landscape, which occurred as a consequence of the disruption of the 2010 and 2011 earthquakes. Other cities leveraged our weakness when we were on our knees, and we need to fight to get back into the game. This is urgent and it's compelling. And beyond the decision that's before you today, we view that the development of the project must also be supported by a sustainable operating model. This must focus on leveraging the asset to its fullest potential by attracting world-class events through strategic and ambitious bidding in order to fill this facility. This requires a dedicated investment in bidding funds and multi-year planning. So to this end, we view that it is essential that this project is led by specialist project experts with an understanding not only of the requirements of a complex capital project, of procurement and of public-private partnerships, but also an understanding in what it takes to bid for major events and the investment required to activate facilities of this sort. We cannot afford to wait, we cannot afford to sit on our hands. We cannot afford for schedules of events to be released time and time again to hear they are happening in Auckland, Hamilton, Wellington and Dunedin. Christchurch needs to claim our place as a major event destination and as a proud and confident city. 2020 is our chance for us to reset, to raise our aspiration and to look up and to look out. The progress of this project is part of that reset. It is part of the legacy that our city and all of us in this room and beyond will leave for future generations. Kia ora koutou, go well with your decision. Thank you.
Thank you very much.